Clau here for another ShidoKid episode, and today I want to present to you the ShidoKid Contractory. If you visited our factory, this contains the same functionality that you already know, but now with a more modern clothing. If you'd like to give some feedback about the evolution of the interface over time, feel free to do so, the comments section below. And today we're going to focus on the staking Atrium. Until now, NFT staking for fungible token rewards was an idea, a desire for a couple of different NFT collections that are itching for some new utility. So this video is for all of you that have NFT collection and would like to learn how to release a staking pool through ShidoKid dApp. And it's quite easy. This obviously will take a little bit longer because I'm speaking and explaining along the way. First step is select a NFT staking implementation. Currently there is only one. I decided to make it this way, one that is agnostic, that is compatible with two main NFT standards on the market, and with per second ERC-20 rewards, lock and duration, start time and caps. Caps global and per user. We are gonna see all that very soon. You can also acknowledge the fees, Shido and Kido, and you may notice a steep difference between one and the other, but I can say that it's due to the price of both the coin and the token, and sometimes it could be cheaper to use Shido, other times could be cheaper to use Kido. If you go with native, you don't have to approve the spending. It happens with one less click or signature in your wallet. First step is NFT collection address. So let's input this. As you do it, it will try to detect if it's one type, if it's ERC-721 or if it's the 1155. It will also load the name of the collection and the symbol. All good so far. Next, I have the reward token, which on this case is going to be Kido. I just pasted the token address and it will show some information about it. Next, a parameter of utmost importance. Reward rate. This is something that users are very, very interested to know and about. But you, as the one kickstarting this pool, you must be really mindful about the duration of the pool, about the size of your collection, and all those details. And the reward rate is something that you have to commit until the end of the pool, unless you will create a bad environment for your community that expect you to be able to manage the pool and its rewards for the time that you specified. So the lock period is for how many days do you want the tokens that are staked to be locked in the contract. There will be accruing rewards since the second they are staked in, but you can only take them out of the contract after the lock period. And I won't be too picky on this one. 3 days is more than enough. Duration. Duration means how long the staking pool is meant to last. So in this case, let's place 90 days. For this rate, for a collection of 95 pieces, not all of them have been minted yet. I'm pretty sure I can afford to give this rate even if all the assets were minted right now and would be staked right away. Be sure to do your own math and think twice. Feel free to reach me out if you have doubts. if this video leaves any room for doubt, or feel free to ask in the comments also. Start time, you can leave it, you can place 0 if you want it to be, if you want it to start it right now. The input is in Unix timestamp. You can type on Google timestamp converter. There are plenty of options. I already set up the value. It's meant to start tomorrow at 1 p.m. and I will copy this Unix timestamp, pasted. Now max units. Let's suppose you want to restrict how many assets are staked in this pool. You can do it with this parameter, or you can place 0 to leave unlimited, and that's what I'm gonna do. And max per user is very similar. Instead of globally, you can limit the max number of assets each user can stake, and I don't want to limit this either. Oops. Pool label. PTF as for the collection symbol, Shido as for the ERC-20 reward. Project, let's call it PTF Shido collab, because it's 2 projects involved. URI is optional and it's not really needed at the moment. And as you approach the bottom and you see the button to deploy, you will see some warnings below. There is one step missing, choose the payment method. You can do that on top. I forgot to do that at the beginning. Pay with native, boom. Let's go. Now let's just review all details. Everything seems good to me. Pool will start tomorrow, and let's deploy. Like I said, since it's using Shido, it does not ask for approval. Max fee, it's, pardon me, it's 220 Shido, which is around 8 cents, but I believe what we're gonna pay is gonna be half of this. Let's check it out if my predictions are correct. Boom. It's done pretty quick. Takes longer to explain, but if you have all the data ready, it's pretty fast. See, like I told you, less than half, 0.038 cents. It's pretty cheap to release a smart contract. Yes, there is this fee of around $35, and this is how the project will fund its own development through smart contract solutions. Now let's inspect what did happen on this transaction. Okay, this is the contract we just deployed. From here, in case the user interface gets any trouble, or the user interface, I mean ShidoKid app, you can, since the contract is verified, you can also access their read or write actions. But just for the sake of this, let me read who is the owner of this contract, just to make sure it's the same wallet. Yeah, it's this one. So this is the contract I just deployed, owned by the wallet, my wallet that deployed it. And it's deployed, something we own and should manage properly, so I will teach you about that right now. As you get back to your creator area, you will see that you now would have one pool instead of 0 like before. And this is the pool we just created. There is already some reward balance on it, which is a good signal. I did place it before I record this. But I will guide you through how to manage and fund your pool. You have two options. Let's go with the first, less conventional, but it can suit you well if it's a community pool and there is a lot of people funding. You can grab the staking contract address from here, or you can copy from the URL. You can go to the wallet. I will send some of the reward token directly to the smart contract. You will see. Let's send 10k. Continue. You don't need to approve because you are sending directly to the contract. It's not the contract requesting you to send it. And after that, you click sync. This is a two action or two signature process, but both of them are. Okay, synced. Boom. You can see value increase from 60k to 70k. The other way you can fund your pool is like this, fund pool. There is a direct fund action, and on this case the smart contract is requesting you that you send this amount, so you need to approve the contract to pull this from your account. I will increase this value a little bit so that I don't have to be approving all the time, because I trust this smart contract. I built it myself, and after approving, it will ask you to sign the fund action. Fund, and that amount of Shido, boom, funded. As you can see, it's pretty fast. You will see the transaction details right away, and as you can see, inspect on the website, it's currently 80k, from 70 to 80k. Let's inspect now the transaction. So yeah, from the account into the protocol and the precise amount of Shido, 12 Shido of fee. That's it. You can see status has not yet started. Currently the collection is approved. I approved this previously. You will need to approve before you can stake, because the smart contract will pull the NFTs from your account. On this area you can see all the NFTs from this collection that you may own and that are stakeable. You can select them, and on this case there is a flaw that I identify right away that I will get fixed. This is not possible if the staking pool isn't started yet. So let's just test this out for the sake of testing, and you can see there is some guardrails already on the DApp that don't allow you to do this before time, because this is an action that is going to fail, and every failure costs you a little bit of gas, which is unnecessary. So this button will be disabled if pool is not started yet by the time you access this DApp. Let's try revoke this. This action is approval for all, and it removes the approval for all the NFTs of this collection for this smart contract, the staking contract. The reason for approving all and revoking all is simple. On this case, there is only one NFT on the portfolio, but if you have 10, it would be a little bit boring to have to sign 10 approval transactions, one for each NFT, so that you could stake all 10 at the same time. With this DApp, it's possible. You can stake more than one at the same time. You only need to do this. You come here, collection approval, set approval for all, boom, and it's done. You can select as many as you want and stake them selected, and from that moment onward they will start accruing rewards. Another very special detail about this smart contract is the following. On this case, there is a reward balance on the pool. If the reward balance is not big enough to support all the NFTs that are staked, which currently is 0, the transaction will fail. So this is to ensure that nobody will have less rewards than ideal. And if you get any warning saying that the pool does not have enough rewards for you to be able to stake all your assets, contact the pool manager and tell them that they need to be adding some more rewards, either with sync or fund pool. And that's pretty much this. It will take a little bit until the contract gets started, but I think another project on Shido will make a YouTube video very soon covering that and possibly showing a different insight on this same protocol release on Shido network. So far, it's been a pleasure with you, Funkaclau. See you next time. Bye bye.